All right, let's wait for the rest to join.
Okay.
I didn't really see that we were missing some minutes, and I suddenly was taken out of the meeting, and I thought that maybe something happened, but it was just the meeting. Let's hope that the rest join. Let's give them a minute. If not, we'll continue. Oh, Christina is here.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so let's give 1 minute to the rest to join. Okay, and Solma is here. Great. So, as I was saying, mellow could also relate to something soft, right? Or delicate. So, knowing this, which one do you think fits the most? Mellow sounds.
For me, that is letter B, sadly beautiful and difficult to forget.
Sadly beautiful and difficult to forget. All right, we'll see. Then we have the very last one, a catchy tune. We already know what catchy means, right? What does it mean, Frank? Catchy.
Um, in English, I cannot. I have no other word to explain, but it's like pegajoso in Spanish.
Exactly. But in English, you can say that it could be something memorable whenever
Memorable. Okay.
whenever we refer to catchy. So knowing
Memorable.
the meaning of catchy, which statement do you believe that fits the most?
Well, that is catchy. It could be letter C,
Mm-hmm.
bring into mind a strong emotion or image.
Or image. Okay, let's see. Let's discuss the answer. So for number one, we already know that it's E, right? Relaxing, calming, and comforting. Then we have letter G as number two. A monotonous beat following the same pattern and unchanging. I think that's the one you said, right? Frank and Christina? Excellent. Then we have number three, exhilarating tempo as making you feel very excited and happy. Is that what you had? Letter H? Yes, good. Number four, evocative music, bringing to mind a strong emotion or image. Letter C. Number five is a frenetic pace, fast and energetic, and rather uncontrolled. Number six is letter B, a haunted melody, because remember that haunting is something that is difficult to forget. So, sadly beautiful and difficult to forget. Mellow is letter F, cool, laid back, and smooth. And the last one, a catchy tune, pleasing and easy to remember, right? Because when something is memorable or is catchy, you're going to enjoy it, right? You're going to be pleased to listen to that tune. And of course, it's going to be easy to remember. Why are catchy tunes easy to remember? Because everyone is singing, right? When there's a new song that is catchy, everybody's listening to it. If you play the radio, it's in the radio all the time. And for that reason, those songs get very catchy. Great. Do you have any doubt or any clarification on any pronunciation? Or we are good to continue with the next activity?
Only the number 3, how do you pronounce?
Number 3,
Yes,
exhilarating.
okay,
So it's
accelerate.
exhale and then rating. Exhilarating.
Okay, thank you.
Exhilarating. No problem. It's like if you need to imagine that the letter H doesn't exist. So you say exhilarating. In this
Okay.
one is the same as in Spanish, right? The same rule that in Spanish that the H, it's muted.
Okay.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Great. So let's go and continue with the next activity. Which adjectives from part A could you use to describe this type of sounds, music, and performances? Christina, help me reading, please, number 1.
A live performance by a punk rock band.
Okay, so just repeat after me. A live performance
A live performance
by a punk rock band.
by a punk rock band.
Rock band. Okay, nice. So if we talk about a live performance by a punk rock band, what does make you think? What adjective could you use to describe this specific statement here? This specific sound, or in this case, performance. Which of these ones do you think fits the most with this statement? Imagine a punk rock band. Is
The
it
question is,
something soothing? Is it monotonous? Is it exhilarating? Is it evocative, frenetic, haunting? Any of those 8 adjectives that we have there.
the question is for all or for Christine?
For all of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my case, because I listen to punk rock, I think it's frenetic
For
in a
you, right? Okay.
live performance.
Okay, nice. What do you think, Sulma? How does it make you feel when if you imagine a punk rock performance, which adjective could you describe it with?
Could be the number 2 that we have.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to you, Sulma. I apologize.
The number 2 that we have on the picture in letter A,
Uh-huh.
monotonous.
Monotonous. Okay, monotonous. Great. Now, help me reading number 2, Frank, please.
The sound of rain and howling wind, or wine. How do you pronounce?
Wind.
Right. Wine. The sound of rain. In my case, I think it's. Let me check something. It's soothing rhythm. It's a soothing rhythm.
A soothing rhythm. Okay, do
Soothing
you
rhythm.
agree? Oh, I'm sorry. This is wind because it's the sound of rain and howling wind. Do you know what's the meaning of howling?
No, in my case.
What about you, Christina? What does it mean, howling?
I don't know. This is a new word.
Howling is like, it's another way of saying sound, but more specifically
Um,
in Spanish is aullido, okay? So for
howling.
example, howling, howling.
Yeah.
So for example, what we sometimes listen from cats or dogs is howling. And it could happen the same with wind, right? So Frank, you said that it's a soothing rhythm. Could
Certain
be.
rhythm.
It depends, right, on if you like
Yeah.
wind. Mhm. Now, number 3, Sulma, help me reading, please.
Okay. Some, the soundtrack action, action movie.
Okay, the soundtrack to an action movie. Which adjective could you give to this statement, Christina? To the sound of the ocean waves. Oh no, I'm sorry, to the soundtrack to an action movie.
For me, it's a catchy tune.
Which one?
The letter A, sorry, the number 8, a catchy tune.
Oh, a catchy tune. Okay, nice. Next one, Frank.
The sound of ocean waves.
Of ocean waves.
Mm,
Some people feel peace, right, when they go to the beach.
yes, there is some uh, s- soundtrack like to sleep with
Yeah,
that song for
with
people to.
exactly with waves,
Just,
with ocean waves, or with the sound of a river.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can have two answers, right?
Hmm.
Because I think that, well, I believe that all the people feel different statements in the different songs, right? Because for
Exactly.
me it could be soften and also mellow.
Mellow or soothing. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. We're gonna see what is the book is going to suggest. But anyways, as you said, Christina, I consider that we could have two adjectives describing those, depending on how people feel, because Christina said, people have different feelings and thoughts. So it could be one or two. Now we have the next one, Sulma. Help me reading, please. Number 5.
Fast, uh, fast paced. What is the pronunciation?
Techno?
No music. The pronunciation is fast paced.
Fast-paced. Yeah, fast-paced.
Fast paced techno music.
Fast-paced techno music. So which adjective could you give to this one, guys?
What's the meaning of a fast pace?
Fast-paced, it's like, for instance, when something has like a lot of speed, in other words, it's another way of saying it. Fast-paced, or that is moving fast, right? Or with a high speed, moving
I
faster, for example.
I saw another word like this, but it's self paced.
Oh,
Instead fast, self.
but self-paced, it's for learning purposes. For example, let's imagine that I record a class for Monday and I tell you, hey guys, on Monday I won't be able to connect, but I am going to pre-record the session so that you listen to it or that so that you see the class on Monday, that you see the recording. So that's self-paced because you're doing it alone.
What is the name of that type of words, or how, because it has a hyphen?
It has a hyphen.
Hyphen. What is the name of that kind of word that has a pace at the final? Or I don't know
You
if
mean
I,
like the combination of two words,
yeah,
right?
with that hyphen.
I think it's, give me one moment, because in Spanish, those are palabras combinadas, right? But it has a naming grammar. Let me tell you.
I think it has already given.
It's a given
There is a
word.
list. There is
It's
a
a
list of
given
words
word,
with that.
but like a combination of, right? That
Okay.
you're combining two words at the same time.
Okay.
So, you know, it's not telling me what type of words are those. But as I was telling you, self-paced is when it is used a lot in learning. There are
Yeah,
two types of saying it. You can say self paced, or you can also say web based. That's another word. But I'm
yeah.
gonna find out that what type of words
Okay. No worries.
are
Thank you, teacher.
those, and I'll tell you so that we learn together.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So knowing this, that fast paced is something that has high speed, what adjective could you relate it to? Or what adjective would you use to describe this?
In my case, in my case, it could be frenetic as well.
Frenetic. Okay,
Frenetic.
great. Christina, let's go with the next one, please.
Okay. It could be sorry. The next one's
It's classical.
cla- classical music played by an orchestra, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the pronounce of the word.
Go ahead. Tell me which adjective do you think that could describe this, and then I'll tell you. But in English, the CH doesn't sound as in Spanish, right? That is ch. In English, it is used like a k, orchestra.
Or, orchestra.
Mm-hmm. Orchestra.
Orchestra. Okay, again.
Mm-hmm.
Classic,
Go ahead.
classical music played by an orchestra.
Orchestra.
Orchestra, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, it is difficult to decide what is, but for me, the answer it could be
It relates to classical music, right? So it really depends if you like, classical music, and what adjective would you give to describe it.
So it could be cool, like that, and small. It could be, I think.
Okay, good. We'll see later. Now, number 8. Sulma, go ahead.
Okay. Soft jazz with a slow beat.
With a slow beat. Okay. Does
I
anyone
don't know.
here like jazz? It's not that common, right? That type of music in our country, but there are some people that like it. So which adjective do you think, Sulma, that could describe soft jazz with a slow beat?
Um, I never heard about jazz. I don't
Jazz?
know what kind of.
You don't know what kind of music is it? What about you,
No.
Frank or Christina? Have you ever listened to jazz music?
Yeah, I like the jazz, but
You like
I'm
it.
not sure how I feel.
You don't know how to feel. Okay.
No.
In my
Jazz,
case,
Sulma,
I
go ahead, Frank.
in my case, I think the letter E is it's something relaxing, calming, and comforting.
Okay, soothing then. Okay, yeah, it could be
Sometimes.
soothing. Exactly, because it's a jazz, Sulma. If you have the chance after the class or maybe tomorrow to play a jazz song, you're gonna get to know that the rhythm is very, very calm, right, and soothing.
Okay.
It's similar to classical music, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it is
Oh,
usually played with, no, it's not guitar. It's
It could be monotonous because sometimes they repeat the sounds in um I forgot how do you say bastantes veces.
too many times or many
Too many
times.
times. Yeah. In the oldest song they repeat the same um
Like this, the
the
same
same
sound.
note to all the song.
Hmm.
I think, but I'm not sure, but
Yeah, but jazz, I don't know, but the majority of the songs are played with the a violin, right?
yeah,
Violin.
it is.
Violin, yes. Mhm.
It's plenty, right?
I- Can you say that again, Christina?
Because the song most of the time try to be plenty. I think that is fluid, right?
Hmm.
But I'm not sure how to describe this kind of music.
Yeah, but fluido, if you would like to say it, it's better said flawless, right? A flawless sound.
Flawless.
Hmm.
Okay.
But we are going to flawless, but flawless is more like something that is precise. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it, but what I can say is that it is, since it's a soft sound, it could be soothing or mellow, but we'll see later. Now, Frank, the last one, please.
The last one, a children's nursery rhyme, rhyme on rhyme,
Rhyme.
rhyme,
Mhm.
rhyme. A
A
children's
children's
nursery.
nursery rhyme.
In my case,
Nursery, guys, doesn't relate to hospital, right? Nursery is a place where babies are taken to, guarderías, right? Nursery. So, a children's nursery rhyme. What type of sounds do you believe that are played in a nursery? Any idea?
I think soothing, because you
It could
need
be,
to
right? Especially
try
when
to.
when they want all kids or all babies to be sleeping or to fall asleep. Okay. Next. So, we have possible answers. As you said, as you see, it could be one or two. So for the first one, it's exhilarating or frenetic. As Frank said, right? That he listens to punk rock and for him, it was frenetic. Then we have the next one. It could be three. Look, haunting, exhilarating, or frenetic. Number three, the soundtrack of an action movie. It could be exhilarating or frenetic. Ocean waves, soothing, mellow, haunting, and monotonous. Okay? Then techno music, catchy, monotonous, exhilarating, or frenetic. And classical music, 3, soothing, mellow, or evocative. And the last, well, no, not the last one, but soft jazz could be mellow or soothing. Because it really tells there, right? Soft jazz. And the last one, children's nursery rhyme, evocative, soothing, or catchy. I cannot imagine a frenetic or well, catchy, yes, but a frenetic sound maybe in a nursery, right? It wouldn't match with the kids or with the babies' preferences. Excellent. Great. So for next week, guys, I am going to be evaluating your speech. You need to speak about music, artist. I'll give you some time during the session to think about it, but it depends. It will be between Monday or Tuesday that we're going to have that oral evaluation. Because for now, if we start this activity, I don't think we're going to be able to accomplish it, but I think that we can move here to a little exercise. So let's try to do this in 5 minutes. So we have use the best two phrases from each box to complete the conversations. So we have 3. An accelerating tempo, the mellow sounds, the monotonous beat. So let's go to Anne. Sulma, help me reading Anne. And Ben is going to be Frank. Go ahead.
And me, right?
Yes, you are Anne.
Okay, okay. I really enjoy listening to hip hop music. I think it was an acceleration. I forget the pronunciation.
Accelerating.
Accelerating tempo.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Call me old-fashioned, but I actually prefer the mellow songs of slow jazz.
Okay, old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned.
Call me
Old-fashioned.
old-fashioned, but I actually prefer the mellow sounds of slow jazz. Okay,
mellow
nice. Liz is going to be Christina, and Rob is going to be Francisco. Go ahead.
Okay. When I work, I usually have classical music playing in the background. I has mm, a software writing that helps me stay calm.
Okay, so when I work, I usually have classical music playing in the background, Christina, background. And background, yes. And you said it has a soothing rhythm that helps me stay calm. That's what you said, right? Soothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead, Frank. Rob.
Rob. I need to feel energized when
Energized.
energized when I work, so I listen to rap. It has a frenetic pace that keeps me going.
Okay, nice. And let's go to the last one. Ted is going to be Frank, and Jen is going to be Sulma. Go ahead.
Okay. I enjoy songs that are pleasant, and easy to remember. There is something very satisfying about singing along with a catchy tune.
A catchy tune. Okay.
Catchy tune.
Great. I'm sorry. I got distracted and I didn't notice that you had not finished. I apologize. So you said singing along with a catchy tune.
With the
Okay.
catchy tune.
Nice. Thank you, Frank. Go ahead, Sulma. Jen.
Oddly enough, I prefer evocative
Oddly.
music that
Oddly. It's like an
ugly.
oddly enough.
Ugly.
Oddly. Like if you're saying ugly, but with a D. Oddly. Oddly enough. Because the verb, I mean the word is odd. Something odd. Do you know what is odd?
No.
No? Anyone have an idea of what odd means? Oddly, it's already the adverb, right? But odd, it's another way of saying strange. Something strange.
Oddly enough. I cannot have very good pronunciation with this
No,
word.
it's okay, but you if you practice, you get it. But just in mind that you're saying ugly, but instead of ugly, you're saying oddly with a D. Oddly. Oddly enough.
Oddly.
Exactly.
Oddly
there
enough.
You go.
Okay. Oddly enough, I prefer evocative music that sounds sad. Folk music often has
folk music.
Folk music often has a artistic melody that is hard to forget.
A haunted melody that is hard to forget. Okay, nice. Very good. Thank you, guys. Now, we are going to review the answers on Monday because tomorrow is Friday and you're free from your English course tomorrow. I'm going to see you guys on Monday to discuss about it. And remember that next week between Monday and Tuesday, we're going to do the oral evaluation. So thank you so much for joining today, for the effort. I really hope you have a good Friday tomorrow and a good weekend. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday.
Okay.
Take care.
Sure.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.